Sorry. Well, I just saw this on a commercial before I watched the YouTube video, and I was like, wait, is that who I think it is? Holy shit. It is who I think it is. It's Franchesca Ramsey. Holy fucking shit. I'm like, dude, seriously? Okay. Why am I getting a MTV Decoded commercial? What the? Oh God. Let's just go with this. Andy Worski, where are you at on this? Fucking hell. Unless you've already done a video on this and I haven't seen it.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you notice
You could ask me a question all you want. Or ask me a question, because I live down south and that's kind of what people say down here. Are you going to make a big deal about people saying ask instead of ask? Is that what this video is? Yeah, fuck it is.
Said ax instead of ask? And does it even matter?
Who gives a shit? Why are you making a big deal about this?
Okay, today we're talking about a little word that's really part of a much bigger debate. The word ask or ax.
That's not a big fucking debate. Say ask however you want to say. Who gives a shit? Oh, is this a dig on the South? Is that what this is? Oh my God. Yeah, you South-hating motherfucker. God. You know better than this. You could do better than this, Francesca. You could do better than this. You really can.
I guess it depends on who you ask. For those of you who don't know, pronouncing ask as ax is a colloquialism that a lot of people in various parts of the country use, but it's often most associated with people in the South, and more specifically, black people.
Oh, you're digging on the South. You're not digging, it's not digging on black people. You're digging on everybody in the goddamn South. Black people and white people. Fuck off. You're a fucking cunt.
Weird stigma around the usage of ax in the English language. We've been taught to think of ax as a pronunciation used by poor and working class white folks, and especially by black people who speak African American vernacular English, or
you're a cunt, you're a cunt, you're a cunt, you're a cunt, shut the fuck up.
AAVE, which was previously known as Ebonics. And a lot of people believe that anyone who uses
Gag me with a stick.
ax is ignorant, uneducated, and probably lower class. But guess what? The pronunciation ax has actually been part of the English language for centuries. In fact, once upon a time, aka as far back as the 8th century.
Now she's making excuses for not using proper English. Okay, alright. I have no problem if somebody says ax. I get it. I'm from the South, and she's digging on the South, but at the same time, she's digging on everybody for using proper English at the same time. You fucking cunt.
Ax was considered the correct pronunciation. Ever heard of a little old writer named Geoffrey Chaucer? He had ax all up in the Cadbury Tales. Oh, and in the first ever English translation of the Bible.
You're still a cunt.
One well-known verse originally.
Andy, where are you at on this? Andy, this is your girlfriend. I'm just fucking with you, dude. This is your best bud here. You got to do a video on this. Come on, Andy. This is a response video to you and her at the same time. You got to take this on, man. Come on. Worski, where you at?
Went, ax and it shall be given. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, we can trace the origins of ax all the way back to this old English verb. Saying ask didn't really become a thing until around the 17th century. But if it's been around forever, why is it so stigmatized today? Have you not watched this show before?
Can we not just say ask? I mean, if somebody says ask, I don't care. Can we not just say ask? And if somebody just says ask, I don't care. Why are you making this big deal? Oh God, it's going to be a racist thing? Are you going to say this is racist in the end of this video or something like that? Oh,
because
God.
Of classism and racism. Stigmatizing ax, which is really just a...
Nailed it. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
common pronunciation in a dialect of English is just another way to perpetuate stereotypes about intelligence and wealth. It's also important to remember that institutions like academia, the business world, and the world of entertainment play a part in reinforcing—
God, this is 5 minutes long. Do I have to watch this for 5 fucking minutes? 5 minutes of fucking hell with Franchesca Ramsey. Oh my God. Andy! Get off your ass and do a video on this.
These ideas by prioritizing one set of language or dialect over another. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a national news anchor with a heavy Southern accent? And we even
When was the last time? Because, I mean, all the liberals don't want anybody in the South to have any fucking power as a news anchor or whatever. I mean, I got local anchors that have a heavy Southern accent, but everybody, look, this is the thing. Everybody in the national media that interviews somebody from down here, and I live in South Carolina, they always pick the person with the heaviest draw, because it's like, oh my God, look at that redneck right there. Oh, yeah. God.
Made the same mistake on this show. I was rightfully called out for using a Southern accent as a shortcut for a character who was uninformed about race. The point is, this hierarchy of dialects—
Insert Hillary Clinton using a Southern draw. Here. If I get time to do it. I probably won't.
That's replicated throughout culture, and sometimes we don't even realize it. And when it comes to AAVE specifically, the classist stereotypes associated with acts become
classes? What are you? You are a Marxist. Okay.
Racialized. Now, it's far from everyone, but lots of black people use AAVE.
Oh, you're a racial Marxist. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's a real, distinct social dialect in English with its own complexities, a rich history, and huge culture.
How do we go from ask and aksed to AAVE? What is this shit?
Cultural significance. It was born out of the need—
Please put it in the comments, because I don't know how we went from that to that. Andy. It's your girlfriend.
Of black slaves who spoke different African languages and were not allowed to learn to read or write English. Plus, it has its own grammatical rules. It's not just misspeaking. For example, though thought of as improper in standard English, AAVE allows for the use of double negatives, which is actually common in a lot of languages. But because it's associated with black people, and black people have historically been stereotyped as ignorant, uneducated, and lower class—
Bullshit. Frederick Douglass, George Washington Carver. You're full of shit.
Too often, many people hear AAVE and think you're not smart. For example, rapper and Instagram star Cardi B has said some pretty progressive things about women's body autonomy in addition to being very sex positive. But because of her voice and the way she speaks, some people have tried to discredit or downplay the intelligence of the things she said. In 1996, the dialect hierarchy was in full swing when people, including politicians like Joe Lieberman, condemned the California Board of Education's decision to incorporate AAVE in schools. Even Jesse Jackson said at the time, "You don't have—"
Jesse Jackson? You're gonna quote Jesse Jackson. Right. You gonna quote Al Sharpton next? Seriously. Really?
To go to school to learn to talk garbage. Actually, it's too bad more schools don't teach enough history and geography so people understand why some of us speak the way we do. The idea that some kinds of language are unacceptable and speak—
It's unacceptable. I mean, what is this? It's like if you black and you talk a certain way, it's okay. But if you're white and talk a certain way, it's cultural appropriation or some shit like that. Oh, go away! Shut up! You need to start looking at people as individuals, you cunt. God.
Of dialects talk garbage has huge real-life ramifications. And what was grossly misunderstood about California's initiative was that people assumed schools were going to teach AAVE instead.
I'm going to quote John McClane on this. In the first 5 minutes of Die Hard, fucking California.
Of standard English. But in actuality, they were acknowledging that AAVE has its own set of grammar and rules, and that some kids need help transitioning to the rules of standard American English, which seems reasonable considering kids go to school to, learn stuff. People who speak in different dialects have had to learn to adapt by code switching, the practice of alternating between 2 or more dialects depending on who
I think she's overcomplicating shit. I think she really is. Overcomplicating shit.
you're talking to. It's one way that Black people who speak AAVE or speakers of other English dialects such as Chicano English or Cajun vernacular.
Which is like, oh, black people speak AAVE, white people speak English. What is this divisive shit you're talking about? God damn. It makes me want to just beat the fucking death down right now. This is fucking retarded. This is a fucking commercial that I watched before YouTube. I don't even remember what the YouTube video I was gonna watch was. God damn.
Can stay true to themselves while accepting the realities of the language hierarchy. Because sometimes a person getting a job may all depend on saying ask instead of axe. And you may be thinking, well, that's just the way the language cookie crumbles. But honestly—
No, that doesn't— you really don't know anything about the South, do you? That's not how— what depends on you getting a job down here. You don't know anything about the South. Have you ever been to the South, Franchesca? Probably goddamn not. Probably goddamn not. God, that's why you're so goddamn clueless. Now I understand why Andy's so fucking pissed off with you. God.
Is that really fair? What about people who are just as intelligent and capable but haven't mastered the art of code switching or just don't want to? Look, we are all guilty of judging someone by the way they speak at one time or another, but English is
No, I don't judge people by the way they speak. No, I don't do that. Maybe you do. I don't. I don't really personally give a shit.
Constantly evolving and, quite frankly, not as precious as some people make it out to be. And real talk, English, which is a language that is developed from a whole variety of other languages, has a bunch of weird rules that don't make a lot of sense. How is it—
Now we're dogging the language of English. Whatever.
that read and read are spelled the same, but they're 2 different tenses? How—
So fucking what? What is your beef here? What is your beef? You're nitpicking. You're literally fucking nitpicking. God damn.
English sheep, both singular and plural. Why is there a silent K? Know what I mean?
Know what I mean. So what? Who gives a shit? You're nitpicking, Franchesca. You're nitpicking.
And as speakers of American English, which is its own—
Andy. Have at it, dude.
own special dialect of British English, when you hear someone ask you a question or start talking in a way you don't immediately understand, maybe you should stop
I'm gonna ask you a question. Why are you being such a cunt?
yourself from automatically thinking that person is of a lower intelligence.
Like, why did you, like, shit on Andy while he was trying to build bridges with you? I'm gonna ask you a question. Why are you being a cunt?
So to all the grammar popos out there, lighten up, okay? If the way
I
someone
don't give a shit about the grammar. Why did you shit on Andy when he was trying to be nice to you?
pronounces ask determines how you feel about them,
I don't
maybe
really give a shit about the ask versus axe. I don't care. Why'd you shit on Andy?
take a step back and ask yourself
Andy, feel free to comment on this and go after her all you want. Because she's a douchebag.
why. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Decoded.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time she says some stupid shit. God damn. What the fuck? Get a fucking commercial like that when I'm trying to watch a YouTube video. Fuck that shit.